Good evening. An increase in advertising boards outside businesses in Loughborough, as well as other street furniture, is making the town centre a no-go area for blind and partially sighted shoppers, campaigners claim.
They say the problem isn't just here in the East Midlands, and the Royal National Institute for the Blind is now calling on the government to review policies on pedestrian access in all towns and cities across the UK. Gail Mellors reports.
Loughborough's pedestrian town centre, a great place to browse the shops and enjoy its street cafe culture. But for those who are blind or partially sighted, a stroll down these busy streets is like tackling an obstacle course with countless hazards. Sarah's guided through the maze of street furniture, advertising boards, benches and bike racks by her guide dog Kiki. Kiki's been trained to keep close to curbs, but here there are none, and to keep Sarah safe from traffic and therefore away from the middle of the road. But here it's the only space available for her to pass in safety. The result? A difficult and even dangerous visit to the shops.
People need to know that having this shared space and all these A-frames and tables and chairs, they need to be aware that where they're putting them is not very good for people that got sight loss. And we're going to walk into them and we can't go from A to B like everybody else because of where they've been positioned in the street.
Sarah's experiences are shared by many in countless towns and cities across the UK. The problems become so great, the Royal National Institute for the Blind's now calling for a government review.
What we're doing is approaching all councils across the UK, and we're going to get as many people to sign on to a charter as possible, which will agree to keep the streets as clear as possible. So working together, hopefully with the police and the councils, we'll be able to make a difference for visually impaired people. Because walking into A-boards, bins on pavements, cars on pavements, it's a daily challenge.
A number of the businesses we spoke to today said they were unaware of the issue. Some even agreed to reposition the A-boards. But campaigners believe Leicestershire County Council should introduce tighter controls.
The council has spent a lot of money in widening the pavements for pedestrian use, and only to be half filled with A-boards. You know, they're just taking advantage.
Leicestershire County Council's policy is to encourage businesses to place their A-boards close to buildings and leave at least 6 foot free for pedestrians, just like here. But campaigners say in many other areas there's much room for improvement. Room, it would seem, for shoppers like Sarah is in precious supply. Gail Mellors, ITV News, Loughborough.